Okay, I'm doing this particular slide for a purpose. The typical agent doesn't have time to do a lot of this. Now, if they have somebody in their office that does it, delegated to do that sort of thing, great. But here's where the other people, what they end up doing. I know I need to have something visible out there on a regular, consistent basis, but I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to share something. So I go to Facebook. I find this article written by Zillow. There may be people in here that would never share a Zillow post. But if you read the article and you said, I agree with everything that's in here, that's okay. And so you share it. Now one of your friends sees it, and because it's in their feed, and so they click on it to read it. The minute they click on it, they are no longer on Facebook. They're now on Zillow's website. Zillow's in the business of harvesting buyers and sellers and selling the leads to realtors, and as a result, what happens is we could lose the customer or increase our competition with the customer. They're not the only bad player that's out there. Look at all of those other companies that know that realtors don't have time to do a lot of content, and they're hoping you'll see their good stuff, share it, and then they use it either for their own purposes or to sell the leads to other realtors, and they're generating revenue that way. So your own content is far greater than what is called curating content. So this is my take on why it's hard for agents to put together compelling content. The first problem is you got to come up with an idea. And some days you're just brain dead and you can't think of anything. But once you get that, you got to research it to put together all the different things, especially if it's in a blog article, if you want to say everything that's important. Then you sit down to write the copy, but you've got to write it clearly and simply. Albert Einstein made the statement, he says, if you can't present the subject simply, you don't understand it well enough yourself to be writing about it. Then we got to design it to make it look visual because we're a visual world. Pictures or posts without pictures on Facebook and Instagram are worthless. In fact, I don't think you can put one on Instagram, but Facebook posts are certainly worthless. And then we get around to publishing it, and it takes time to do that. Well, I assigned some times to this, and this would be if you're good at it. I think it would take you close to 2 hours to put all that together for one post. Well, if you're posting 5 days a week, that's 260 posts a year times 1.67 hours. That's 434 hours. Oh my gosh. Do you know that's 11 weeks based on a 40-hour work week? How productive would you be if you were calling people, past customers and clients, on a regular basis instead of doing that sort of thing? So if you paid an admin to do it, and the problem there is you've got to get one that actually understands the real estate business, but even if you paid them $20 and they did know the business, that's still expensive. Or if you're doing it, and some agents do, you are wasting your time. You're worth so much more than what you could pay to have it done. So in business planning, we talk about the big things that kill us are time, talent, and budget. And so sometimes we come up with great ideas, but we don't have either the budget or the time to do them, and all the different variations of those things. Email we haven't talked about yet, but email is so different than social media. Think of email as being push, social media as pull. The idea is if we put great content out there, we pull the people toward us. When I first got into real estate, my mother told me, she said, Pat, put together a list of everybody you know. I did that before I even found out I passed the test. And then you send out a letter that says you're in real estate, and then you send something out on a regular basis after that. Agents understand push. And the nice thing about email is the fact that it's something that we have more control over than social media. What so many people don't understand about social media is they control the algorithms to determine who sees it. We have this thought that, I don't want to post every day because I don't want to push that much stuff on my people. oh, only if everybody would see it that are your friends. It's such a small percentage. In fact, if you don't know this to be true, think about the last time you posted something on your business page and they immediately sent you a message that said, this many more people will see it if you boost it for $5, this many more for 10, this for 20. Well, if you have to spend $20 on every post, you just incrementally put your cost of social media way up there. So social email, again, with the one exception. Here's the exception. Spam filters. Email servers that are out there are trying to control this. And so it could be a problem where you have with Google, could be with any of the Microsoft servers or other servers. And so we really believe it needs to be coming from your own DNS and not some third-party service, and that's going to help a lot. But that's a whole other story.